There's something you've been carrying for too long. Something you smiled over. Something you never said out loud. These 7 songs were made for that. Not to listen to in the background, but to let something in you finally move. Stay. This was made for you.
How many nights did I fall asleep with something stuck inside? Something I never told a soul, that I could barely admit to myself. I got used to biting my tongue before I spoke, pretending everything was fine when it never was, smiling at the table while I was breaking down inside, convincing myself that this was just how things had to be. But what I felt was not a weakness. It was that no one ever told me that the pain I carried also had a place to exist. Today I say what I held back. Today I name what I've been carrying. I won't keep it locked away like it was my shame to bear. I won't bury it like I was the one to blame. They told me I was overreacting, that I was too much, that a woman like me was a problem, that I should just be quiet. And I believed them, God, how many years I believed them. And with every silence I lost a little more of myself. I made myself small so I wouldn't get in anyone's way. And I paid that price with years I will never get back. But here I am standing with everything I never said, telling myself now that I deserve to be heard too. Today I say what I held back. Today I name what I've been carrying. I won't keep it locked away like it was my shame to bear. I won't bury it like I was the one to blame. Ika na windan inde bwewin nongom gigi doyan mashkawizi kwebi madiziwi. There was a day I looked in the mirror and didn't recognize myself. And I understood I had slowly been losing who I was. The one who smiled wasn't really me. It was the one who learned to survive without making a sound. That day something broke, but not in the way that hurts. It broke the way things break when they no longer serve you. What I felt was not a flaw. It was something alive that needed room for you. for too much was a problem. That taking up space was something I caused, not something I deserved. I kept trimming down my wants so everything around me would fit. And before I knew it, I was starting to believe what they told me. It didn't happen all at once. It was drop by drop, year by year, until one morning I no longer knew who I was without that damage. I convinced myself I wasn't worth it, and the worst part is I believed it, that I was too much for some and not nearly enough for myself. Today I know that was a lie, that someone taught me to keep repeating. And today I'm giving it back where it came from. It doesn't live here anymore. I remember the words, I remember the silences too. I remember waiting for something that never came. I learned not to ask so I wouldn't be exposed, hiding my needs like they were something to be ashamed of. I convinced myself I wasn't worth it, and the worst part is I believed it, that I was too much for some and not nearly enough for myself. Today I know that was a lie, that someone taught me to keep repeating. And today I'm giving it back where it came from. It doesn't live here anymore. Kita waka wingin nindash nina pitendagos sagi sonikwe mino bimadisi win. I know now I wasn't born to fit in the space that others left for me. I was born to be whole, not trimmed down, not halfway there. And if I believed it, today I tell that woman I understand her, but I won't let her keep believing that alone. What they told me was not the truth, it was what they needed me to believe. Today I keep what's mine, and what's mine is this: I am worth it. I always was. I convinced myself I wasn't worth it, and the worst part is I believed it, that I was too much for some and not nearly enough for myself. Today I know that was a lie, that someone taught me to keep repeating. And today I'm giving it back where it came from. It doesn't live here anymore. like I wanted too much. I changed my mind before I'd even finished speaking. I sat on the edge, never in the middle, so no one would think I was overstepping my place. I got so good at making myself small that I no longer knew how much space was mine to take. And in the end, no one thanked me for it, and in the end they hurt me anyway. And in the end I ran out of room without ever having taken anyone's room away. I won't make myself small anymore. I won't cut myself down so others can fit. This body, this voice, this space that I take up were never taken from anyone. They were mine. I learned not to laugh too loud, not to cry in front of anyone, not to ask, not to demand, not to be a bother. And I did it so well, it became a habit I couldn't break. Until one day I no longer knew how to take my place. Because when you spend years making yourself small, the world gets used to you not being there. I won't make myself small anymore. I won't cut myself down so others can fit. This body, this voice, this space that I take up were never taken from anyone. They were mine. Myself small never protected me. The harm came anyway, and no one looked after the space I gave up. So today I'm not shrinking anymore, not out of rebellion, but because I finally understood that my real size doesn't hurt anyone. And the only one I was hurting by shrinking was myself. Here I am, whole, not asking anyone's permission to be here. This isn't arrogance, this is what it looks like to come back. I won't make myself small anymore. I won't cut myself down so others can fit. This body, this voice, this space that I take up were never taken from anyone. They were mine. I got this far carrying everything I couldn't let go of. things I smiled over, the things I buried so I could keep going. I got this far carrying years of being told to push through, that a strong woman doesn't bend, that you have to keep moving. And I did, God, I kept moving, until my body told me there was nothing left in me. And today I can't take anymore, and today I'm not pretending anymore. And if crying is what's left, then let it come, let all of it come. Here I break, and here I let go. Here is where everything I used to be falls away. I'm not ashamed for anyone to see me like this, because this isn't weakness, this is getting out. I wore so nobody would know. I let go of the knot I swallowed every time I stayed silent. I let go of the years I told myself I didn't matter. I let go of the woman I was when I wasn't there for myself. And I don't let it go with anger, even when the anger is real. I let it go because there's no more room to keep carrying it. And today I can't take anymore. And today I'm not pretending anymore. And if this breaks me for a moment, then let it break me. I know now I won't fall apart. Here I break, and here I let go. Here is where everything I used to be falls away. I'm not ashamed for anyone to see me like this, because this isn't weakness, this is getting out. Kibukubaizan mi dashnin, nagadan wi sakin damoin, wabishkizi kwe maji bimadizi win. What is breaking is not me, it's what was placed on top of me. And what I'm letting go of is not surrender, it's the bravest thing I've ever done in my life. Here I break, and here I let go. Here is where everything I used to be falls away. I'm not ashamed for anyone to see me like this, because this isn't weakness, this is getting out. They called me intense when what I had was depth. They called me complicated when what I had was history. They called me dramatic every time something actually hurt, and I learned to doubt myself before they even did. I started believing the problem was the way I felt, that if everything got to me, something in me was broken. What they called me wasn't me. Those words were too small for what I am. They gave me a name that didn't belong to me, and I believed it because I didn't have another. They called me dramatic for crying over things worth crying for. They called me bitter for not pretending everything was fine. And how many times did I stay quiet so I wouldn't be too much? How many times did I shrink to not prove them right? But the woman who felt so much wasn't broken. The woman who felt so much was simply alive. And today I ask myself, who am I without those names? And the answer surprises me, because it turns out I like myself. What they called me wasn't me. Those words were too small for what I am. They gave me a name that didn't belong to me, and I believed it because I didn't have another. Ooh, oh, ooh, oh, oh, oh. Kaijini kazo yangawi nini na nindi dashnin ninde bwejini kazagi gozi. I'm not complicated, I'm complex, and that is value. I'm not intense, I'm whole, and no one is taking that from me. I'm the one who survived what tried to silence her. I'm the one who got here, scars and all. What they called me wasn't me. Those words were too small for what I am. They gave me a name that didn't belong to me, and today I describe myself. I don't hand that to anyone. I'm looking at myself in the mirror without searching for what to criticize. I'm agreeing with myself on things I never agreed with before. I'm choosing myself before I ask if it's okay. I'm keeping my own wants without asking permission from anyone. It's not that I became someone new, it's that the one I always was finally has a place to be. I don't have to learn who I am all over again. I just have to stop walking away from myself, stop leaving myself for last, stop reaching everyone else before I reach me. Whole as I was always meant to be, not missing a single piece. start with me. Whole as I was always meant to be, not missing a single piece of who I am. Not trimmed down, not halfway, not sometimes whole. And that's not up for negotiation anymore. This is me when I'm not apologizing for existing. This is me when I'm not asking anyone to approve of me. And I didn't get here without scars, of course not. But I got here, and I got here whole. And that's worth more than any version of me who lived small so that others could feel bigger. Whole as I was always meant to be, not missing a single piece of who I am. Not trimmed down, not halfway, not sometimes whole. And that's not up for negotiation anymore. There's something that isn't there anymore, and I notice it when I wake up. I'm no longer carrying the first thing I used to carry when I open my eyes. Gone is the burden of I'm not enough that lived with me for years. Gone is the voice that told me I had to earn what was already mine. I don't know exactly when it left, but it's gone. And that empty space doesn't scare me. What no longer served me is gone. What was quietly dimming me no longer lives in me. I didn't force it out, there was no fight. I simply stopped making room for it, and it left. Ooh. I kept the woman who held on when she didn't have to. I kept everything I learned, even when learning it hurt. I kept the strength I didn't know I had, and the tenderness I sometimes had to hide just to survive. And today I tell that woman she did what she could, and what she could do was so much more than anyone gave her credit for. What no longer served me is gone. What was quietly dimming me no longer lives in me. I didn't force it out, there was no fight. simply stopped making room for it, and it left. Imaja, nigo, nimbi majigo, wabangoshki, bima diziwi. The woman I am now hasn't forgotten what she lived through. She carries it with her, but it doesn't bend her anymore. She learned that letting go is not losing, that breaking the right way is arriving somewhere. And if anyone asks her what happened, she'll say, I listened to myself, and that changed everything. What no longer served me is gone. What was quietly dimming me no longer lives in me. I didn't force it out, there was no fight. I simply stopped making room